Ladies and gentlemen, Baron is on a boat. It's time to play floats, son. I have no idea what the heck is happening. Oh, we have to capture zones and kill big ships. Lots of big ships. So basically, this game mode consists of boats. Flying boats. Kualoa Point and... whoop. Derp herp. Kahana Bay. Clearly, we are in the Pacific, in Hawaii. We are in arcade modes. And this is just going to get derp-tastic in a moment. Because floats, baby. That's how it's done. So, heavy cruisers surrounding a carrier. Making a... I'm going to venture to say it's an octagon. Ooh, an octagon. You know, like a stop sign? Also UFC. What are you fishtailing for? It's not that fast, man. It's arcade mode. You're allowed to do it. Trust me. I don't even know what... I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Whose chair is that? Is that supposed to happen? Are we over the Bermuda Triangle? Is anyone else fishtailing? No flaps. Didn't need them anyway. Who captured a zone? Holy crap. That's impressive. Oh, so if you capture the zone, you get the ship. So it was a good thing I didn't bomb them. And I would assume that... so I'm going to bomb their ships. Maybe. Because if we can't capture it, at least they're losing some of their... yeah, a lot of those were off. You are absolutely correct. So basically, floats consist of float planes. Everyone's a float plane. You get a float plane, I get a float plane. Mayhem Makers gets a float plane. Ionic Ace gets a float plane. Everybody. Ain't no lie. Now, I only lined up one float plane, but I would imagine since it's arcade mode, you may have other ones. So the only real rational thing to do would be to dive bomb. Oh, had a little bit of packet loss right there. Tell you what, when I'm on the CBT server, packet loss can get pretty bad. I got one hit and I got an assist. So my IS is a bit much. Look at that, gunner's doing work. As we HC-130 this guy. Hercules. Basically, that means you get a big plane with gunners and you just start shooting. That's right. The heck is that? Uh-oh. Time to get out of here. One thing, some of the guys you do not want to run into are H6Ks. And we're getting into an area where there's a great amount of enemies. So we have 2 out of the 3 control points. All of them consist of these little arrangements where you have 4 heavy cruisers surrounding. I do not want to be behind another PBY. OS2Us. Pardon my French. Get out of here. Get out of here. Ooh, that guy just dolphin dove, broke off his tail, and is now doing a cartwheel for your and my viewing pleasure. And good lord, that's an H6K4. Goodbye. You don't want to get behind those 20 mils. So my right engine is out. We're gonna have to drop off all of our bombs to lighten the load here that we're now presented with. And worst comes to worst, we can always just fly and land. Or excuse me, of course we're flying. We can land and be a boat. It is arcade mode. Our speed's going to continue going down, but we can wep, and our other engine isn't damaged. If it was pink, I obviously wouldn't want to wep. So we're going to follow our good friend Wolf Udo into the battle, into glorious combat. I wonder if I ram an OS2U. Where's my gunner at? Pew, 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 pew. Where's the pewing at? There it is. There's some 50s opening up. Got some flashes. We're going to pull back. Wolf Udo knows what he's doing. He's giving it for the team. But it'd be kind of cool if, remember when I showed the little preview of the Heinkel 51 that had floats under it? Alright, dropping bombs immediately. Can't have all that weighing us down. I could leave one so then I won't have to worry about respawning bombs. That's what I'll do. So we're going to fly over and check out what's happening at A, where we seem to have a big shootout. H6Ks are good choices in that they have that rear-facing 20 mil. A little slow and sluggish, and as we all know, its nickname is the Sea Dragon from when Fly and I flew those out. So we have an OS2U following up. Hopefully he gets a little closer. I'm not going to slow my engine down because I can't really afford it with one engine. But I hope he gets in close and I can chew him up with my gunners. Interesting thing, there's some interesting dead zones on the Catalina because you have two rear gunners kind of in these on each side, so we'll show you almost right behind and up, basically, you know, where your giant tail section is a blind spot. So we have an SFB member in here. Schnaz. We might have to take him out. I think it's kind of fun that Gaijin did this. I want to know your thoughts. What do you guys think of this mode? I mean, it literally is just for fun. How often are you going to see battles of entire lineups of float planes, the majority of which seem to be PBYs? I'm kind of shocked in that there aren't more H6Ks out, but a lot of people don't play Japan. They miss out on some very, very fun planes, including some of my favorite turn fighters. But I like this. I would like to see more things like this. I'm sure this is a test, so the more you play it and the more kind of positive feedback we get, the more likely we'll have to have just a derpy game mode. Because we have 3 serious game modes already. Why not one derpy one, you know? Like, so there's always 4 events. One is just lighthearted. Alright. H6K, yikes. Gonna have to turn around. Oh, here we go. As long as we're not behind it, we should be fine, but it looks like my team has this on lock. So we can do this. This is like battleships facing off. Look at that. Ain't no hits. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't. Well, now we have all 3. So apparently my first game playing this out and experiencing it, my team rocks the socks off everybody else. Now, I am highly caffeinated right now. I thought it appropriate to be 3 full glasses of Coke Zero, which I don't normally drink caffeine, so it still affects me. I know a lot of people not. But, I don't know. I like this. If I was to propose a derpy game mode, what would it be? I'm trying to think right now. Got a couple seconds left. You know what? It's happening. Come and get it! I missed him. Somehow I missed him. He crashed. Herp before you derp. But let's see. What are your... Oh, that... I like that rear tail insignia. I want to hear some ideas for more of these. And I didn't really do much. I got 1 assist and 11 hits. And we'll take a look at the event. I did have a pretty default, you know. Wow, we got a lot of research points. And I wonder... Compressor. Always get the engine. We want better guns. Alright, that should be fine. And then we'll go with wings repair. Alright, so we'll take a look at the event. Yeah, buddy. Alright. So you can see how there's 4 events. There's 2 simulator battles, 1 realistic, and 1 arcade. Because most people just go straight into arcade. But there's a plus 50%, which is pretty awesome. I mean, I don't think they would really award us these kinds of rewards all the time. This is also in events. I will show you. Custom battles, create session, go down to events, and there's floats. This was in here when I checked weapons test, and if you haven't seen that, that's where you get your V1 rockets at. I released that earlier. Pretty cool stuff. It's fun. I would call that an Easter egg, and this events is just flat out just derpy fun. You know, it won't be fun for like more than maybe 5 battles or something like that before it gets a little old, unless you're in a squad and you're just having a good old time. But it's capture these zones. I'm sure. Alright, so what I want to hear is some ideas for just derpy fun, where both for planes and for tanks, since CBT's out and we can start thinking about tanks. What do you guys have for ideas? Because I'm just drawing a blank right now. Anyway, my name is Baron. I'm on a boat. Make sure to pull the trigger on that like button if you like float planes, and if you like War Thunder, and if you like caffeine. And thank you all for watching. I'm signing out. Oh, you thought it was over. You didn't think I was gonna... Wow. Oh, there we go. 2 sea dragons totally dead. So I guess the strategy is, if you're in one of the smaller planes, go in and land real quick and cap the zones, and if you're in one of the bigger ones, you basically fly air support. And it looks like we have an H6K also flying down low. And what's that on? Like some kind of paint scheme. So we are going to have an honorable red smoke screen behind us. And let's check this out. Floats, baby. Floats. But yeah, you know, you can still have a little strategy. But basically, in the chat prior to this, prior to me getting in game, everybody was raving about this game mode. And it looks like that F1M lost part of his upper right wing. But if he's landed, he should still be able to cap. So as I have not used, I'm not going to fly down there because I'll likely get killed. Do we cap that yet? Nobody landed. Our F1M has failed. But Mr. H6K here is going in for the kill here and going in for the cap. A lot of enemy planes. I'm going to fly air support. See how good I can do it. But yeah, everyone in the chat was highly favorable of this game mode. A lot of people said it was a lot of fun. I think a lot of people are also happy about the economic rewards, both the 50% increase in silver lions and research points. Our gunners are already seeking targets. It is an AI in a pea shooter. What are you doing here? Don't waste my 20 mil ammo. So we're going to do acrobatic maneuvers here and hope to get in front. We have to watch out where we're going with the Sea Dragon. But listen to that 20 just go. Granted, he didn't hit anything, and he was shooting at a target. That wasn't good, but you know, AIs, man, they're going to do what they want. Hit ×2. So I'll at least get an assist. That H6K. Alright, so we're capping C. They've capped B. We need to cap A, which it looks like boom here. So I think the key is just rush C and then have one guy cap A. And you should be fine. We got this guy's coming in. So we're just going to drop torpedoes. Because the thing is, these ships, once you have control of the zone, they are yours. I'm going to try it with basically... Wow, hello friend. Didn't really see him. Suffering from tunnel vision. Alright. Good lord, like, so much action is happening right here. What is shooting me? Oh, look at that. I ran in front of an H6K. So we're going down. We know we're going down. It's just a matter of time. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn, drop, and attempt to land, although we are on fire, and look at that effects. I am not going to be on a boat very long. We don't need torpedoes. But we're actually alive, and I think it's because my two engines, my outermost engines, oh god. This is going to be rough. But we're still shooting. How are we doing? I think we might be okay, guys. We'll see. Pulled off a landing. No air brake. Wow! What was that? Alright, so hopefully we can cap. Let's see if we can do it. Zone capped. Look at that. Thought we were down and out, but we ain't down and out. Not once, not never. Oh, we just got our wing shut off. See, this is the thing. I can still go. I mean, just because you shot, you know, my wing off and my engine's on fire. I mean, my pilot's used to this. We trained for these types of situations. So now we got to find out, can I jump in another plane? We capped C. Yes, I can. So basically, you get 2 chances. Drop fuel. We're gonna carry bombs because why the heck not? Gonna fly the F1M2, which is funny. I've always believed that these planes were put in to tease you when it came to do with ships and how they were going to be fought, because these are scout planes, right? And I believe that the larger ships, heavy cruisers, battleships, things of that nature, especially when it comes to simulator, or basically as much realism as you can get when it comes to ships. And I noticed that we only have 1 capture point. They took C from us. Our great and honorable sacrifice has proved in vain. There's a PBY trying to land on A. This one may not go as good as we can, and look at that glorious end. But I've thought that, you know, how ship battles, you know, were encountered were, especially with big ships, was over the horizon fighting. You were often shooting at planes, or excuse me, ships you couldn't see. You were launching aircraft at ships. You didn't know where they were. You'd send out scout planes. So PBYs, things like that. We may be going a little too fast. So we're gonna take off, dodge this guy, and land back down here. And I have 1 rear gunner and 2 forward gunners. Touchdown. You're not touching down. He's not doing his job. So we're gonna have to turn back around. Hurt before you derp. You know. Good lord, we're getting chewed up. And we are not in a plane that can deal with this kind of stuff. Our right wing is derped. Get some hits. Flashes, really. I don't even know what zone this is. A. Alright, so I'm capping it. Whoa. Hard rudder. We're critically damaged. Did you see that? Alright, good. So we may have died, but we died an honorable death for our team. And B is getting stolen from us, so I'm out of planes. But as I try to finish my thought, why this is going on, and we just kind of look around at the carnage, is you had to send out scout planes. So imagine yourself in control of a battleship, and you want to be accurate as you are in a Yamato and you're engaging in Iowa, who's over the horizon. You have these big old guns, but they ain't worth a damn if you can't hit the target. So and you don't even know where it is. Oh, that looked like almost from a distance. That's my plane right there. They're trying to bomb each other. I don't even know if that works. Does it work? If it does, let me know. But you send out your scout planes, and they can help you spot. So you're like, you know, you're about 100 yards off the port bow with that last salvo, because you're kind of firing until you get a decent hit. Your spotter says, hey, you're dead on. Then you unleash a full salvo. You know, all 3 to 4 batteries, which consist of 2 to 3 guns each. You know, and then you smash your target. It's like, I mean, the board game Battleship without spotter planes, that's what it's like. You're firing and hoping you're going to hit. And then once you hit, you kind of have an idea. You see an explosion over the horizon, if you don't have a spotter plane, you know where you want to fire again. And that's just a very, very rough analogy as to what it's like. But I think that's why they're spotter planes. That's to kind of give us a little teaser, get you thinking about what ships battles will be like. And I know I'm talking about this and tanks are still right here. And look at just, I love the new effects in this game lately. Just it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. The Lucky Lady. It must be a Japanese plane that was stolen by the Americans for it to have these pinup girls on it. Anyway, my name is Baron, and for real this time, I thank you all for watching. This was Floats. Make sure to pull the trigger pull the trigger on the like button and pull the trigger on Floats. Test this out and give me some more suggestions of good modes, and hopefully we can suggest them to Gaijin and get more of these fun experiences. I'm signing out. So you can see me kind of turning around. I was actually turning around automatically. The weight of this thing is pretty impressive. So my inertia dampeners are on this time around, so my ship will not careen straight into that beautiful, beautiful super space battleship Yamato. And if you want to see me tour that, let me know in the comments. If you guys want to see it, and I hope you do, because look at how beautiful that is. Now let's take a look. One warhead.